The Garden City, City Beautiful, the first planned city of India. Yes, you guessed that right, is Chandigarh. Chandigarh, the dream city of India's first Prime Minister, Shri Jawaharlal Nehru, was planned by the famous French architect Le Corbusier. Picturesquely located at the foothills of Shivalik, it is known as one of the finest examples in urban planning and modern architecture of the 20th century in India. To look at how this beautiful city developed, let us peek into the history of formation of Chandigarh. After the partition of India in 1947, the former British province of Punjab was split between Sikh population East Punjab in India and Muslim population West Punjab in Pakistan. The Indian Punjab required a new capital city to replace Lahore, which became part of Pakistan during partition. And therefore, American planner and architect Albert Mayer and Matthew Nowicki were tasked to design a new city called Chandigarh in 1949. Now let's talk about the initial plan of Chandigarh. A fan-shaped outline, a curving network of main roads surrounded the neighborhood units called superblocks, which were further divided into a form of smaller neighborhood or urban villages. The city plan was conceived as a post-war garden city wherein the vertical and high-rise buildings were ruled out, keeping in view the living habits of the people, those connected with their land or Desh ki dharti. Nowicki was tragically killed in an air accident and Mayer decided to discontinue. And thereafter the work was assigned to a team of architects led by Le Corbusier in 1959. Further, the work was assigned to Le Corbusier, and Le Corbusier conceived the master plan of Chandigarh as analogous to human body with a clearly defined part. The concept of the city is based on four major functions: living, working, care of the body, and spirit and circulation. First one is admin area, which represents the head of the body. This area is Sector 1, the capital complex in the northeast region of the city. It represents the buildings like Secretariat, High Court, and legislative buildings. Second is Heart, which is the center of city Chandigarh, Sector 17. Third is Lungs. There is a lot of green spaces in the city, but there is 8 km long patch of green space runs in the city which is called the Leisure Valley. Fourth one is Intellect. There is one full area dedicated to education institutions which represent the intellect. Fifth one is Circulation. Extensive and well thought planned circulation in city Chandigarh. This system is popularly known as V7. And the sixth one is Intestine. It represents the industries in the city. Industries are placed at one part of the city on a higher hill so that the wind can blow out the smoke and it never enters into the city. It is located on the southeast area of the city. The inspiration for planning the city were likely taken from the grand boulevards of Paris, the elite city of New Delhi, and the rectilinear medieval Beijing. Now let's talk about the master plan of Chandigarh. Le Corbusier modified the plan from one with a curving road network to rectangular shape with a grid iron pattern for the fast traffic road. And besides reducing its area for a reason of economy, the road network being as follows. V7 is the important philosophy of Le Corbusier in the Chandigarh city. V7 established the traffic circulation within the city. In that, the V1 represents the Arterial Road, which connects the Chandigarh city to other towns. V2 represents the major boulevards on which the important institutions and commercial buildings located on them. V3 represents 6 different sectors, and each sector is surrounded by either V1 or V2. V4 represents shopping streets, and all shops are located on the southern side, higher hills of the city, so that anyone who is walking will always walk on a shop's shadow. V5 represents the circulation road that is within sectors. V6 is the access road provided to houses, and V7 is the pedestrian path. There are the green path for pedestrian who is walking along the road. The urban villages proposed were retained through name as sector, and each sector or the neighborhood unit is quite similar to the traditional Indian mohalla. Measures 800 meters by 1200 meters, covering 250 acres of area. Each sector is meant to be self-sufficient with shopping and community facilities within reasonable walking distance. The bus stops are provided each time at 200 meters so as to serve the 4 pedestrian entrances into a sector. Thus the transit traffic takes place out of the sector, and each sector is surrounded by V2 or V3 road with no buildings opening onto them. The residential buildings were governed by a mechanism known as frame control. It is created by the municipal administration to control their facade. This fixed the building line and height and the use of building material. Certain standard sizes of doors and windows are specified, and all the gates and boundary walls must conform to standard size. And thus was built the modern democratic city in the new independent India. So this was about the planning of Chandigarh. If you want more such content, please do like and share this video and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.